Welcome to Sugoi Kakkoii, the podcast so nice we named it twice. Your hosts are me, Caden, Greg,
hello,
and Ariana.
We're gonna do this again.
Okay, yeah, I was not.
I just wanted to bring it back. I wanted to bring it back.
Intro.
It's like the nostalgia.
I was not expecting that.
It was the
all.
It was the nostalgia. You gotta bring it back.
Nostalgia for our 10th episode.
Yeah, that's an anniversary and 200 subs. And 200 subs.
You
got
200 subs special.
200 subs.
Woo!
Bow.
Man.
Thank you.
What?
I think you should know what we are by now because we're that popular. But in case you didn't, we're an anime review podcast.
We're YouTube page.
I mean, like, I'm already swimming in gold, dude. With all my YouTube revenue.
Don't tell anybody, but our income is whatever your subscribers are times 1,000.
Yeah. Like,
0 times 1,000.
Alright, so anyway, the docket for today is Violet Evergarden, Citrus, Death March, Pop Team Epic. Oh, thanks. No, keep going. Ito Junji Collection and Hakato Tonkotsu Ramen.
Boring.
Oh yeah, and Yawn, apparently.
God.
Screw
Why do we
guys.
even do the freaking docket anymore?
Can we
no
please
one cares.
legalize the docket? It's there on
You know
the
what
video.
people care about? They care about jumping right in.
Okay.
Like Philip DeFranco.
Shut up.
We're jumping right
Hidden
in. 10
link,
minutes,
guys.
Violet. There we go. We're in.
Okay.
Thoughts on Violet Evergarden?
Violet is not a thought.
How dare you say that, Greg?
Get it? Get it? It was a little bit of funny. Yeah, this episode sucked. Not like it was bad, but it was painful to watch. For a good reason. I guess it's like it hurt to watch for a good reason.
Like, okay. You know you have a good Violet Evergarden episode when immediately after this episode comes out, like, there are just immediately
Tears.
like
Tears
3
in your
big
eyes.
anime YouTubers that make videos on why episode 10 of Violet Evergarden is so
Not
good.
just that. They're just talking about how good Violet Evergarden is in general.
Yeah,
Man, I
it's
pity
good.
the
Like-
people who dropped this anime in the first 3
Yes.
4 episodes.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, like, it's not like, oh, look how actiony it is. Because I feel like those are the people who dropped it. I feel like the people who were staying were waiting for it to get really good. And I mean, this is it.
This is it.
This is
This
it.
is
It's
what
not
we were
even
waiting
it.
for.
We're not even over, boys. We're
I
not
know.
even close.
Well,
No,
like
we're not
4
even over.
episodes
What
left.
we're really waiting for is for the Major to be resurrected.
Yeah,
That's what we're really waiting for.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what-
wouldn't
that's
have
what's
all
up,
these
boys.
episodes about coping with deaths if it was like, oh, the Major's gonna come back. It's not like a character arc exists or anything, but hey, no, you guys bet
Case
it.
in point, Caden. Case in point, Caden. R3. I rest my case.
Speaking of dead things,
Speaking of dead thing. No, but God, this episode, it was a sucker punch. Oh
yeah,
my
this one,
gosh.
this
It
one,
was a good sucker punch.
yeah, it's like it
We've
got
had a
close.
number of
It got
sucker
close.
punches
It
in
got
this.
close to the coveted Caden tears, but those don't come out lightly for media.
I don't know.
Oh,
I felt like
it came out
I felt
for,
like I was like
yeah.
forcing myself to cry on this one.
Like
It's sad.
I gotta
I'm
get
just
it
like,
out.
Oh, I
gotta
get
get it
cry.
out. I
Oh,
gotta
if
cry.
I hold it in, I'm gonna be like Violet, and I'm just gonna just crumble and turn into a what seems to be an emotionless doll. But at the end, she's been holding it back this whole entire time, and it makes me wanna.
I feel like this one
yes.
hits hard because like well everyone has a mom, so it's like it's really easy to put yourself in those shoes and be like, oh, don't die.
No, okay. See, I get like from what I've gathered, I was slow on the uptake here, but I genuinely had no idea that they were going to be to Anne, like the letters.
Well, okay, you didn't know after
Yeah,
the
see,
scene when
no,
she
that-
confronted
that's
her
what
and
I
like
was-
yelled
No,
at her,
I
like,
knew-
what are you
no,
even
no, no.
writing it for? It's like, oh, obvious. I'm like, oh,
No,
okay.
No,
no,
there was
I
the part
knew
where
at
I
that
so-
point. I knew at that
That's
point.
the part
I
where
knew
it-
at that point.
Okay.
No, you
That's
did not.
the part where I started to know.
That was in
But,
the beginning of the episode. That was when she was like, "Ma, who are you
It was, like,
writing
midway.
it to?" And then
No,
she was
like,
like,
no,
I knew.
No, there was one in the beginning. She was like, "Do you know who you're writing it to?" And then it was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a person in the future or something like that." It's someone
It's
that
gonna-
we don't really
see,
know
actually,
for sure.
if you go back and listen, she says, "Oh, it's you, idiot." Like what?
No,
like,
I picked,
it's like, are you
I
paying
picked it up
attention?
only like I picked it
Yeah,
up,
where are
like,
you
when
watching this
Violet
anime
was
on? The
talking to her.
the translations are
God.
wrong, apparently.
If you listen to the dub, she actually says.
To you, Buck.
I don't know. Like, I thought they did a good job in leading it on the best they could, because by Anne constantly saying, "Oh, it's not to Dad, is it?" I always was thinking like it's probably to Dad. Like the mom probably knows something, and it wasn't. It wasn't to her dad, not at all. It was to her, and that was pretty touching. Oh my god!
And then you started
50
crying.
years.
It was like
50 years.
50 years, fellas.
50 years.
That's what I was wondering. I was
50
like, why did
years,
she stop at 50?
I hope she
Probably,
thought she was dead.
Okay,
by then.
let's say this is.
It's a safe
I
bet.
mean, this is
Keep
like
it going.
what?
She's gonna cry when
I
she
mean, this
gets
is taking place in
51 and it
1800s,
stops
so-
showing up.
Yeah. I mean,
She keeps doing
Can
it
we
to like
just say,
she
though-
runs calcs to see how long she's probably gonna live, and it's like give or take a few letters.
Life
I think you're gonna
expectancy.
live to 72. I'm pretty sure.
Gosh.
So I wrote that many letters for you.
oh my god. No, but can we just let's just talk, okay, guys, about how 18-year-old Anne is the
Okay.
real best girl of Violet
Greg
Evergarden.
talked to me about this.
Greg
and I
is-
don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I
feel
was like,
comfortable
okay.
saying
I
that.
confronted Greg and then I was like, "Hey, Greg, have you seen the Violet episode?" He's like, "Yeah, Anne, 18 years old." Gotta say,
you made the lip noise.
Greg,
too.
I'm sorry, but are you
Guys,
cheating on Lynn?
Yeah,
for-
Greg has a
18-year-old
girlfriend, by the way.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk
3D.
about Secretary Lynn.
Elena.
We'll talk about
Listen to this
Secretary
right
Lynn.
I knew you were gonna bring it up. I knew it. Oh god, I have notes
But
for
no,
that.
I was like fan service for Greg. Hello.
Oh my god. Please, I'm trying to like keep on this like mask. It's just for the views, just to break the illusion, guys. I'm not into traps. But okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. What
whatever.
good wall break there, buddy? Because we believe you
Oh my
totally.
god. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Thanks, guys. Well, no, but I really just, I mean, even from a storytelling perspective, I like this episode of Violet because, if you think about it, we immediately, this follows the episode where Violet's, like, basically having her existential crisis of whether or not she's worthy to be an Autumn Memories doll. And she wonders if she, like, is truly human at that point.
Well, I mean-
and then the first thing that happens is the first person she interacts
her
with
a
is calling her a
doll.
doll, not a person.
Dude.
So like the symbolism's kind of obvious. Like by the end, like Anne's like, "Oh,
wait, there
you're
was
actually
symbolism
a
calling
human."
Violet a doll? What?
Greg, I didn't catch up on this. I'm
Like-
sorry, but this entire anime,
God.
I thought she was an actual doll.
I mean, this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
great episode, but my problem with it was this could have not you could have this episode be a standalone like short film. It didn't need to be a Violet episode, which is kind of why I wasn't a big fan of not being like going back to plot structure, because now we're just having short stories again. And Violet's already become a new character, so now it's just like general concepts. Like, oh,
Well-
she's growing now. Obviously, we knew she had empathy beforehand. This didn't need to be Violet Evergarden, is what I mean.
Well,
there wasn't
I mean,
any
like,
specific
I-
world building
What you would
thing.
What I find it to be is like one of those kind of episodes that's like building upon like the progression of her character a little more, because like the previous ones that we've been seeing was like I guess more of like her finding out certain things, but it's not like her progressing as like a person, because like we start to see, like, I wouldn't think of this episode being like a straight out of being the previous episode. I think there was a couple, like a little bit of a time gap. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
in the beginning of the first few episodes, we see her being like, I guess, shorter, and then now like the girl points out that she's actually taller. So I assume that like there has been some sort of a pretty long time
Is she
gap.
legal?
Gap.
Yeah, they got.
She
they
should
gotta
be legal
make
now.
it legal.
She should be legal now. That's what I
Well,
was
we,
gonna
we,
say.
I don't
apparently
think
we
she's
don't know
legal
because
now.
18-year-old Anne looks exactly like 14-year-old Violet.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. No, but you do bring up a good point though, because I thought it was interesting that Violet is now famous for her writing ability, like almost to the same extent as Catalea, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Because like, go Violet. Like,
You
you're
go,
actually-
girl.
You actually know what you're doing now. You go.
You know emotions
Like-
now. Kill it.
Oh man,
Slay.
killing it. No,
Yes, girl, use those emotions. Yes,
Yes, queen.
Oh my god.
Slayer.
Slay.
Like, would we... Like, at this point, though, because Violet was, like, literally saying that she was holding back tears the entire time, clearly she understands the point of love. So, is it safe to say that at this point she knows what I love you means?
I think she knew that,
Or
like,
are we not
last
there yet?
episode. I'd say she knew it last episode. Like, if we can still get these episodic little blurbs, like, oh, Violet has emotion now, I wouldn't be surprised that we get a few more before the last episode, where it's like, oh, plot again. Which I'm a little disappointed about. But, I mean, if they're as good as this episode, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say that. I don't care if it's little snippets of like stories back when it was episode 3 and 4. If they're this good and then like the playwright's good, like that episode with the playwright.
That
one
used
was
to hold the
also
record for almost making me cry. This one holds the record now, though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Seeing Major's
the
grave
playwright
made me
one
cry.
was just
Shut up.
beautiful animation. The playwright one had such beautiful animation.
This one had good
that I
animation
almost
too.
cried.
It was more like pretty sets, I'd say.
It-
Like the outside garden and like the time, like the
Yeah, it's like a
evening shot.
minimalistic kind of style.
Yeah.
Like the playwright was like in your face, like look at this, look at how we can actually do this. It's so beautiful. Oh my god.
We're
But then like and the
Annie, if you
action
forgot.
films too. The action scenes with like the war flashbacks were like
Yeah, those are because there
actual,
wasn't that
like-
many of them. I think we talked about that before. That
Yeah.
since they didn't need that many like intense action scenes, they were able to animate them really well when they did.
Yeah.
All right,
like
Violet's
Death
good.
March, but they can't do that.
Violet's
With
good.
the life of
and-
Death March, I don't think you should ever compare Violet in any sense to Death March.
I meant like Death March had little fighting scenes and they can't even.
Okay, just don't even make that comparison. You know what
It
else
isn't a
doesn't have
Sugoi
good
Kakkoii
fighting
episode if we
scenes?
don't
You know
roast
what
Death
else?
March in every single segment.
You know what else
You
made
know
me
what
cry?
else doesn't have...
What?
Citrus.
Oh, shut up. What a good
Nice
transition.
transition.
Yeah, what a great
Yes, or
transition.
Stupid transition. Oh my god.
It did make me cry.
I
little bit in the inside.
I put like
Cry
a
a little-
million
You mean
quotes
you mean
around
it
my
made you
notes
cry?
for this.
It
Not
made
gonna
you...
lie, I had a box
Okay.
of tissues next to me, but it wasn't for Violet.
Boo.
So what you're saying is that it made you
I was
cry. It
real.
made you cry when Yuzu literally waited until
Saying no?
May went almost topless
Oh, wait, no, that's May.
before she said no. Why would you wait that long? Like,
No.
okay, sure, I get it. You're guilty. Okay, you won't want to do it. Fine, I get that. You
Why
might
was
be
that
afraid.
the stopping?
Why would you
Their
wait
mom
that
was
long?
Their mom
Guilty
was
of her
literally in the
crippling
other room.
heterosexuality.
Yuzu had a completely valid reason.
Yeah, it was literally in their living room. Like, come on, May.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
okay.
like, oh wow,
I'll
I
be
guess you don't
honest,
like me.
May was
No, our
really
mom
being
was
a
in
jerk.
the other room.
May, like,
I
okay,
know, but,
May is
like-
actually being stupid. Okay,
For once.
like when we had, I think it was like episode 8 or 7 when we were like wondering which was worse, who was worse, Zuzu or May, and I think we all agreed like May. Like this just reaffirms it. May, like Yuzu sincerely apologizes.
Okay,
to
think
May.
about it.
Like I'm sorry.
Wait,
that,
like, oh, don't talk to me anymore.
Think about it this way, okay? So the whole
Okay.
point of this is, okay, we all established the fact that May, do you think that May likes Yuzu?
I guess apparently.
Okay, wait,
I
do you
honestly
think,
don't
do you
know anymore.
accept the fact that May does not want to have this relationship with Yuzu? She
I
stated
don't-
that before.
I guess this
She
is
said
supposed to
that,
be like now
you know,
she
we're
does.
sisters, but we should not have this kind of relationship. You agree with that? That May does not want this kind of relationship. She's basically, she's kind of like, she's kind of like forcing.
I'm mad about it.
Well, she's kind of like forcing all this like scenes on her to basically feel like they shouldn't be a relationship. Because if she's gonna make Yuzu hate the fact that they're liking each other that way, then Yuzu would drop
I mean,
her.
they are step siblings.
Exactly. Then,
but like,
I mean,
I'm
it's not
clearly
better
straight
than
up
Nina
telling
and
her,
Sarah, who
"Hey,
are real
Yuzu, we
siblings.
can't date because we're sisters." Obviously, doesn't work because she still likes her. So then, if you're forcing all these scenes on things that makes her uncomfortable, then she'll probably drop the act and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I actually don't like you, and I'm straight again. Hooray! The anime is
Well,
over."
I don't know, because Matsuri called him out like, you just do this for like pleasure. Like this isn't love, because then it would just be a familial thing. which is true.
Okay,
so she's
That's
a thought.
true statement.
That is definitely true. Okay, about Matsuri though. Okay, so
Oh my God.
I know I mentioned.
I'm so mad.
I know I mentioned last episode that I watched the episode preview and I knew Matsuri was coming, right?
Yeah,
Well,
for like 5 seconds.
I procrastinated.
Thank God.
So I watched Citrus like 2
Last-
days ago,
last-
and
last.
I completely forgot that Matsuri was back. So when the intercom went off and Matsuru's like face showed up and she said, "Yeah," I actually had a heart attack. I was so. She came back,
Cat girls.
and then
They're real.
She has the gall to say, if you love someone, you have to be more considerate of their feelings, when the past 3 episodes have been about Matsuri
Ruining
manipulating and not caring about Yuzu's feelings. She's just, like, trying to be the wise guy here, and I'm like, oh my god, can you not? Like, Matsuri got off way too easy in this show, and I don't understand how she got off that easy, because
don't know.
now apparently she and Mei are best friends for some reason. Like, what? How? I don't understand.
At least we have new waifu characters. Thank God.
Not we
Nina.
And
Nina
okay.
is best.
There. Or didn't I don't know if I wrote this down
No,
wrong,
Sarah-
but are they
okay.
supposed to be from a
That'd be
different
great.
like, country or something?
I don't
what's
know.
the deal?
I don't think so.
Why are
I
they
think
only
they're,
why
like-
are they the only ones?
No, I
with
think they're from like a
anime
different.
hair?
They're from a different.
Prefecture?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a different province or prefecture or something.
Yeah, but okay. I don't know the science behind it, so I can't be too hard on it.
How
But
about the
is it even
twin-
possible for twins to be
to-
different heights?
Well,
I
Is
don't
that
think so.
possible?
I don't think
you
so.
can be fraternal twins and you can look different, but I mean that's a pretty drastic
Like-
difference.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know
a
about
pretty-
the facial structure. Like, I don't know
I mean,
about the
no, you
growing
can't.
part
Like,
though, because
it's
like they can
possible.
obviously grow differently.
Yeah.
One could be
See,
like
someone's gonna have to look that up because I can't even roast it because I don't know if it's the right call to roast it or not. But okay, so I was telling Ariana about this, and basically, for every new character besides Mei and Yuzu, I thought that they would get progressively worse. So like the vice president was trash. Matsuri was Seiden spawn, and then I thought that somehow Nina and Sarah were going to be like the worst characters I've ever laid my eyes on, like from the get-go. And as it turns out, they're actually both pretty cool. And honestly, they
You
might
know
be
why?
the best characters
No,
besides
because-
Harmin in the show.
they just look better in comparison. Like that's the same with Harmin. Like any
Yes.
other show, it'd be like, oh, all right.
Well,
But when you
I-
have characters like Yuzu and Mei, it's like, oh, thank you for existing.
But, like,
I guess their
okay,
shittiness
what I-
balances out. There's 2 of them.
What I don't understand, though, is that this show, Citrus is following a formula, and it took, like,
bad
after
formula.
Matsuri for me to realize this. But basically what they do is they get Yuzu and Mei, they have an almost makeout scene, one of them is hesitant, they back off, and then a character comes in to create a love triangle. Then that's resolved. They have another almost
And then they have
makeout
another-
scene,
And then
they
there's
back
this
off,
one-
and then,
happens
like,
again.
But I
they
think what you're
aren't
saying is that-
approaching
that
their
these
relationship
two-
problems. They're just letting someone else come in, interfere, and then they both get jealous collectively, and then get back together.
But in
only
the
to push
end,
themselves away
these
again.
2 that we got introduced to this episode is not going to break that love triangle because they're already gay for each other. It's just that
And they're actual sisters, and they're
No.
actual sisters,
and they're actual sisters. So that also
And they're
that's even
actual
worse. That's
sisters.
actually
Okay, no,
even worse.
so is Nina into Sarah? So
wait,
Nina's
wait,
into
question,
Sarah,
question.
but
Wait,
Sarah's
Oh
into Mei.
wait,
yeah,
wait,
100%.
Wait, question. What? Sarah said that she has a GF, right? That's not her sister, right?
No, Sarah said she's bi. And then Yuzu got like confused.
Yeah, I know,
by
but
that,
Sarah
as if
has a
she
GF.
wasn't gay already.
Sarah,
I thought
Sarah
you
said
had a
that-
boyfriend.
I don't know
Like,
if
why in this universe would you think that anyone was straight?
yeah, I know. This entire episode was like Sarah, like ranting to her, not ranting, but like giving her a lecture. She's like, you know what? If you're gay, it's all good. Just accept the fact that you're
Yeah.
gay. It's all good. And
Yeah,
she's
like,
like,
that was an actual
I'm
message,
kind of gay
like,
for my
oh, wow.
stepsister. And she's like,
Yeah.
you know, that's still all right because you know, love is love, I guess.
Well, it would have been way funny if she's like, well, at least you're not blood related, and then her sister walks
He walks in, they start kissing.
Oh.
Oh my god. No, I swear to god though, and please tell me I'm wrong with this prediction. But if what happens is Sarah and May are about to hit it off, and then Nina gets mad at Sarah and confesses her love for Sarah, and then Nina and Sarah get together, and then Yuzu gets the confidence to confess her love to May, and then they get together because they saw Nina and Sarah get together.
I'm really not going to be cool if there's actual like incest. Like
basically what I'm saying is if Nina
there's the line drawn
gets together with Sarah, and because Nina gets together with Sarah, May and Yuzu see that and get together, I'm going to lose it. If this is
wait,
Nina and Sarah get together at all.
Wait, so
they get together at all.
Wait, I'm kind of lost here. Who's Sarah's GF again? Did we already establish that?
Sarah does not have a GF.
Sarah doesn't have a girlfriend. She's into May.
Yeah.
Sarah's into May.
Yuzu thought she had like a guy that she liked, and she's like, no, it's a girl. And then you're just like, a girl. What?
Yeah,
What?
and that girl is May. Like Sarah's
and it was
May.
And it's like, oh,
Sarah
what a
wants
shocker.
to get into May's pants, and I was like, wow, what a shocker! Looks like it's another love triangle.
Yeah, apparently everybody does.
So
everyone's got the hots for May.
God,
good.
I can't even be mad at Citrus anymore. At least it was better than last episode.
Yes, this was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Granted, it's like
the bar was so low.
It's like if the
didn't need to
bar
try
was
that
0
hard.
and we added like 1, but it was better. Also,
if there's an actual incest relationship, I might have to drop this below Death March. Just saying.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Just saying. Just
Fair
saying.
enough.
Wow.
No, I don't think I get wows for that. I think that's pretty fair.
You
this is
think
a
that-
harem anime. You'd be cool with it.
No, think about it. Even
I mean, I'm not cool with any of those two.
Didn't Arrow manga? I'm pretty sure they weren't blood related.
They were not
right?
blood related at all.
No, they
But
weren't.
you know
It
who
still
was?
wasn't cool, but they
Wasn't
weren't
Arrow?
blood related.
Wasn't Oremo blood related?
Yeah, they were
they
not
weren't.
blood related.
Wait, no, Oremo. Was Oremo blood related?
Oremo?
Oremo was.
That is.
Oremo's not blood related.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive.
Because I know that they have two. It's been so long since I watched this anime, but I do not want to remember this. After I finished the
That's not
first
cool
season,
either,
I'm like,
dude.
I'm throwing this out. I'm sorry, out of my head. I'm just.
God.
But
That's not cool, dude.
Just before I forget, I just want to mention, I completely forgot that like the big hair umbrella, like the umbrella haired teacher was a character, and then when I saw her in the lobby, I had no idea what it was. I thought it was like an umbrella.
Is this
Ito Junji?
Ito?
I thought the vice president was sitting under an umbrella, and I was like, "What the kind of umbrella?" And I was like, "Oh my god, that's a teacher." I was so.
What is this, a crossover episode or something?
I was like, "Is this like an Ito Junji character?"
It's a crossover episode.
I mean, she kind of looks like one.
Oh my god!
It could be one.
Oh my god!
And the scary part is
Ito Junji.
Death March. Oh my! We are on point with these transitions. Like this is a good day. Solid. You know, it wasn't solid. The fact that this
episode existed.
So episode 9, I took it for granted because I was so obsessed with the fact that like Satu literally kidnapped homunculi, and I didn't realize it. Episode 9 had no food whatsoever.
Oh wait, I want to tell you something funny. Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? So I opened up I tried to watch Death March today because like I was procrastinating. And I accidentally opened up episode 11 and I didn't mean to, but I watched the first 2 minutes and it was food and I was like,
no spoilers.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
I was like, oh no. So I was like, okay,
it's like
whatever.
It's like the artists are like drug addicts. Like I can quit whenever I want, and then immediately next episode they're like, I gotta draw it.
Withdraws. Oh my god! Like I was so happy that they didn't have food, and then like they start off episode 10 with the most food I've ever laid eyes on in the series at one time.
Like
that is not the most food.
As a legal
in one
adult,
shot,
legal adult, I'm not into this lolly harem. He has a lolly harem.
The episode where they're out in a picnic, that had the most food in one shot.
No, Caden,
Yes.
he doesn't have a lolly harem because if you take Mia's age, which is 123,
oh my god,
average out all the characters,
Greg,
it's fine.
You cannot Shinobu this. If that's what you're trying
It's
to pull,
well,
you can't Shinobu this
she
one.
looks like a 2-year-old, but she's 5,000. So that's cool.
God.
That doesn't work.
That's good. It's not like I'm.
No, but-
It's not like I'm
Okay.
fucking her for the age.
So
or anything.
what I found so ridiculous
like
about
I'm
this
turned on
episode,
by
No,
the
though,
it's
appearance.
cool. It's cool.
It's not like
What I
the
found
appearance
ridiculous-
turns me on. It's your mental age.
It's a
that
5,000. Yeah, it's a 5,000 years old thing. It's the reincarnation at 30. That was the cool one.
what
up.
blew me away with this episode was
blew
that
me away.
for the first 13 minutes of this episode, the only things that they did was eat food and repair seat cushions.
I don't know why you were expecting
That
anything.
was
Not,
13
them
minutes
leaving the city was the most daring thing they've done the whole season, and they can't do anything because they're not anywhere yet. So they're just like, okay, what do we have? What do we have? Okay, food. What else we have? Oh, lollies. Give me something. We don't have anything else. The item management. No one wants to watch
Seat
that.
cushions.
Hey, who cares? We'll just do that. And that's what
Seat
the episode
cushions.
was.
They had a segment about repairing seat cushions. Another stupid thing, because like if you need even more affirmation that the writers have no idea what they're talking about, Satu literally says that Mia's complexion looks much better from when Zen kidnapped her, and all I could think was, well, no shit, Sherlock, she was literally kidnapped.
I
and
know.
now she's not.
I wanted to put that.
Wow, she looks
I
a
was
lot
gonna put
better
that on
not
my.
being kidnapped. Oh, really?
I was gonna put that on my
really?
on my freaking notes. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put this on there. It's not worth putting that and talking about it on the podcast. But there you go, Greg. Talk about. No, can you imagine? It's like, wow, I'd expect you to actually look extremely worse than like me actually saving you from the kidnapper. But here you are. You actually look great. How are you? I want to bang you, dude.
God.
I
And
hate.
then, okay, so
The only
My
good
favorite
part can we
was
say about
the programming part where he's like, "Oh, it's like programming," and then proceeds not to say how it's like programming or what language it resembles the most. Just it's like programming, and then they show us the most convoluted shot ever of stuff you can't follow, and then say, "Yeah, it's just like programming. I just do this, and look, I can do any spell I want now."
no,
I'm not
I didn't
overpowered.
understand. What I didn't understand is Satu's like, hey, I need to make a water-based everyday magic that's like soft wash. And all I
Soft
could
wash.
think was,
Why don't you
what
just
is
drench
soft
them in
wash
water?
if not a
That
water-based
killed me. I
everyday
was like,
magic?
hey, can I have a water
Soft
spell
wash
that's
like
kind
a
of like the
fire-based
super wash
magic?
thing, but not the super wash? Then use the spray them in water.
Okay,
And why
I'm
did
gonna
the
do
entire
that
episode
magic
it bothered
exactly
him
like this one
seeing
that I've
the
already
freaking
saw.
dog girl being dirty and stuff? Why didn't they stop by and take a shower? Okay. Satu has an unlimited source of water.
Why aren't there like
He has an
water
unlimited
sources
source of water in his backpack.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my god, you're so right. He has
An unlimited
flask
source of
of
almost
water.
everything. Do you guys realize? Why does he need an extended amount of storage when he has unlimited amount of everything?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's what I was like.
I'm-
Don't even bother bringing this up.
Hey,
in
I
this-
need that spell. I need that spell exactly like the one you were using before. It's like, okay, I'll just give you that one. No, I'm gonna need it a little bit different. It's like, oh, how so? Well, I'm gonna need water with it. It's like, oh, well, this uses water. No, but I'm gonna need like water in it. Like
No, what
water.
I'm-
Like
okay,
yeah, that's
let's
what
say,
it
though-
uses. No. I
Let's
gotta
say,
make my
though-
own. I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
What?
but let's say though that Satu made it. Like he made this water-based everyday magic. Like he nailed it, right? He literally did
He's
something
a programmer.
that he did something that magic researchers consider to be impossible. Mia knows this because she's literally a century old, and she doesn't even blink an eye at the fact that Satu, who he tells her is a he's like, oh yeah, I'm a merchant, and she doesn't even care that he
But
literally
she
created
knows
a
he
new form
saved
of
her,
magic.
right?
He literally
She
did
knows
the
he-
impossible.
She
No,
knows
she didn't
he's-
know. She didn't know because Mia was unconscious.
Okay, whatever. I give up. Yep,
Yeah, like-
Satu's broken and no one cares. Welcome
Like,
to
you
the
do
jungle.
realize-
other
like,
do
when-
other characters like NPC
No, like-
be able to like access the extra storage thing too, or is it just her because she's like?
Well, we don't
from-
even know who's NPCs are because we don't know who's
I-
reincarnated and who isn't because there's no lore. We don't know.
No, okay.
Are they
Okay.
NPCs because they aren't as broken as Satu? We don't know.
No, okay, Caden. So that made me remember. So he finds all of these like. I don't. Are they like shrines? What is the Shinto?
Oh, the Shinto, and they
gate.
tried to.
That
lure
was
us
the
in,
only
like,
good
oh,
part of
how
this
interesting
anime.
This is, and I didn't.
He
care.
The
literally
flashback.
He looks at the shrines. He looks at the shrines. realizes they're broken travel gates, things that can open up portals to other dimensions. And Arisa's like, are you freaking serious? Can we fix this? Like, let's do it. And he's like, nope, can't fix it. Let's go. And then we're never going to see that again.
Hey, would
It's
you
gone.
give
We're
up
never
your
gonna-
lolly harem?
It's gone.
Would you
It's
give
gone.
up your lolly harem, Grant? I didn't think so.
He thinks that's impossible, but he
what
did
is
the
Satu's
impossible already.
goal?
Why did he?
Wait, what's his goal?
There is no
Like,
goal.
what are you trying to do?
There is absolutely no goal.
He never once said, man, I want to go back. Because obviously he knows this isn't a dream anymore, right?
No, do you
he
realize?
just doesn't
do you
care?
realize? No, okay. When he had that flashback next to like the travel gate, right, and he saw that he'd been reincarnated across numerous lifetimes, which I already think is.
Do you think
stupid,
he's dead?
but- No. Okay, I don't think he's
I guess
dead.
he like died
but
from
think about it.
overworking or something.
I think
like that's what
no,
I
I
got.
think he's
from
probably
it.
dead. No, if
No,
he's
but,
actually
like,
dead, that makes
no.
this anime like extremely better.
Yeah, that can.
Well,
make
no,
it
he's
pretty
not
dark.
dead. He's reincarnated.
No, but like his lover admits that she's a god, literally a god. That's why they've been able to reincarnate so many times. So technically, Satu has a god in his harem, which I find stupid. And then I also think,
That's the part I might.
and I also, I really hope I'm wrong, but did anyone notice that his like reincarnated lover has the same hair color as Xena? So is it Xena? Because if it's Xena, I'm
I wouldn't
probably
be
gonna.
surprised.
Uh,
I wouldn't be surprised. That's
What
something
if-
Deathmarch would pull.
Is Xena, would that make Xena a non-PC NPC character? Would she
I don't
would
know.
she
I don't
be
even
like
know
an
who you count
actual
NPCs in this, because is everyone reincarnated, or some people reincarnated in the real world of like Japan, where people reincarnated there? We don't know, and we'll never know because it's Deathmarch.
You'll never know. It's probably gonna pull something wacky out of I don't know.
Yeah.
Just,
I have so much faith
What-
in Deathmarch to give us the answers we need.
what astonishes me
Deathmarch.
is that there are actually people out there who would defend Deathmarch. Besides Greg,
No.
there are actually people out there.
Besides, Chris.
Besides
Besides
Greg, there are
Greg,
actually
okay.
people out there, and it
Yeah.
pains me to see that. It really does.
Well, they're obviously lying. Because
Well,
I
look.
refuse to believe there's real human beings who watch this and enjoy it. Like,
Okay,
unironically.
just so we're clear, Caden, you do realize that this was not a sleeper pick in our series. This was the top 3 rated.
Well, no, okay.
Okay,
no,
before
wait,
it
wait,
actually
wait,
aired.
Yeah, that's before anyone
Before-
saw it.
yeah, before it
and
aired.
you put
Okay,
any
Greg.
isekai on the season list, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, my power fantasy," but they never knew it could have been this bad.
No,
I
on Kiss.
refuse
Okay,
to.
on Kiss Anime, like on Kiss Anime, for example, they have their own like seasonal rankings. This Deathmarch is ranked number 3, and Violet Evergarden is ranked number 7.
What?
Okay, Kiss Anime is retarded, obviously.
I was.
Why?
Okay, first of all, are you watching on Kiss Anime? Because that's the
a neck.
problem. Yeah, that's a neck. You watch on
God.
Kiss Anime.
There-
And then
there's so many
second,
ads.
I wouldn't trust it. Okay, first of all, why is it scored
That's
7
ridiculous.
in MAL in my anime list? That is an actually high score for an anime this bad. It's a 7.
I give up.
I've
Now-
seen
now, like,
I've seen
now,
better anime,
but
and
I,
it's,
still-
I guess I have too much faith because I cannot believe that's unironic. I cannot.
there's someone
I
who
don't
scored
think
this
I-
a 10. Oh my god.
I think
Oh
no.
my
I
God.
think if I ran into that person, the reality would crumble in on itself because like that's a rift in space.
There are
Like
people
that person
who-
that's a faulty
I
code.
can't-
Like,
Would
he's
you
not
say it's like
supposed
a
to
travel
exist.
gate? Would you say it's like a
Shut up.
travel gate? Oh my god.
Shut
No, but-
Oh
up.
my god.
Look,
a very
okay,
well
what would
made
be
happy-go-lucky fantasy RPG anime.
Okay, and let's not talk about this anymore.
All right, it's over. We're done. Deathmarch is gone.
How about
I'm
we
never
not
going to
talk
think
about
about it
Deathmarch?
again. Well,
Yeah.
we're on to Pop Team. We're
Man,
on
I
to brighter
cannot
pastures.
wait until this season's over. I cannot wait until Deathmarch is done.
We're moving on. It's Pop Team now. Because we're over time anyway.
I
so.
didn't make any notes for this one. so
Surprise,
you guys start
surprise.
it.
You didn't
Pop
make
Team.
any notes for Pop
I
Team?
never make notes for Pop Team, so you guys
Pop
start.
Team was hype. I like this Pop Team episode. It was good.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was... This Pop Team episode felt like shorter. I don't know why. Like, I honestly
It always
thought there
flies
would be-
by fast. I watch in docket order, so this having a good show followed Deathmarch makes it feel like 2 seconds to me. I feel like I'm done with Pop Team in like a minute, while Deathmarch takes me like 3 hours.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like... this Pop Team episode, it kind of like fell short for me. I'm not really sure. Like, it was just... I don't know why.
It's because it started with a Bob team. Or after the intro.
yeah.
It was a Bob team like,
Bob
and
team
I'm
it started
out.
with?
And I'm out. Well, no, they had the intro one.
Where it's like, I couldn't
Lord
recognize the stench of your shitty manga anymore.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah,
But
see, that was funny.
That was
Jeez, Greg,
funny,
you're
but-
just a prude. Come
No,
on,
but it
Greg.
was...
Have some fun.
What I found weird was that, like, this one was pretty, like, you know how they're always, like, the game transitions? This one seemed pretty game transition heavy. Like, there was one that lasted for almost a minute, and I was like, oh, that's pretty weird. That usually doesn't happen. And then they immediately follow it with, like, I don't even know. What was that parodying? Because it was parodying something.
Which one?
Well, I mean, like, it's Japanese.
The detective drama.
You take it or you lose it. I thought it was
Like, were they,
Detective
like,
Conan.
it's-
I
it
thought
was almost like they
Conan.
were parodying Clue, like, directly.
I don't think
I
so.
thought it was... Well, like, I think they were parodying Detective Conan, because that's, like, that whole series. It's
Were
just
they
like,
really
We're
parodying
visiting this
Conan?
hot springs, and someone dies, and there's all these suspects, and we're really smart, so we're gonna figure it out. And it
Yeah,
would
but
just
who
do
was-
that over
who was
and
the
over and over for
detective then?
1,000 chapters.
Who are they
What do you
mocking? What was the detective that they were mocking, then? Because...
Conan.
There's-
I'm pretty sure it was. Well, I mean, like, that's what comes to my mind when I think of anime detective story. That's
Well,
what I
yeah, but-
assume.
Conan's, like, 12.
No, he's 17, but the black suits put the solution on him, and he reverted back to an 8-year-old. Idiot.
Got me.
Watch the anime, please.
Okay, I've only watched Magic Kaito, so I actually haven't actually watched Conan.
I wrote in my note. I wrote in my notes that I thought this was a Conan reference. And
It
I
seemed
think
it seemed
is.
more
Very
like a
well
Conan
could be.
reference, but I don't know. I could probably look it up. I think it's based off of a Japanese movie.
Yeah, I
God.
mean, yeah, that's probably a safe bet. Like, oh, there's
I-
the story of the woman who solved the mystery, and I mean, they probably was like an actual famous movie in Japan.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I really don't know what else to talk about this episode. They were just...
How about the realistic model hot spring segment?
Oh my god.
Greg?
They're really teasing. They're really they know that the viewers want
Like a
to
real
see,
life,
like, an actual
yeah.
human, a real life Papako Vivimi. Like, they are teasing that so hard, and they're never gonna give it to us.
Turns around, it's the chibi face.
Like, they're never gonna give it. They're gonna that is 100% gonna be a running gag, which I think is funny.
Yeah,
Like,
apparently it is a slight reference to Detective Conan. Case closed.
yeah.
Oh, case closed, Greg.
Case closed, bro.
Got it. Alright.
Ugh.
Fair enough.
Adjust glasses.
I mean, yeah, this.
I
I
mean,
really
I
don't know.
thought it was funny because it's always like those like detective ones always have the one guy that they obviously try to push to like make the viewer suspicious, and then it's not that person at all, and it was the one person who had like a band-aid on their pinky because they cut it to or whatever, and it's like
I
that
mean,
was what
yeah.
happened. It was like, oh, she had the bandage because blah blah. It's like, oh, okay. Like that's like all you could say.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
It's like it was you. No, it wasn't. Oh well, he's right.
you got him.
Did they
I-
did you watch the male version? Like the male voice acting? Did you guys watch that?
Yeah,
Did they
Yeah.
make a JoJo
Well,
reference?
I didn't have the time.
I heard
that a
it.
JoJo reference?
I heard they made a JoJo reference. I don't
When
think I
did they make a
I
JoJo
caught
reference?
it. I don't.
Everything's a JoJo reference.
Well, most of-
everything borrows
Did
from
they
JoJo.
post?
Yeah, I feel like every now and then they would make a JoJo reference in the part B.
You can say anything's a JoJo reference.
I guess so.
Like,
It's
did
such
they do
a pioneering
pose?
series. What a good series. Can we talk about JoJo? Next time, can we skip?
Yeah, let's
can we
transition.
skip-
This
can
is
we
a good
skip that part?
transition. Let's move on to
Into
JoJo. Where's that part
Oh,
5?
man, I
everyone's
wish,
talking about?
dude. I wish we could talk about part 5, and I wish they made it. Hey, but
Oh
speaking
my
of
God.
David animation, let's go.
Oh
to
my God.
Junji Ito.
It's too early. It's too early.
Really?
Oh.
Too early.
It's too early. What else is there to talk about this skit?
I'd say that was the only Bob Team Epic I actually liked. The one with the cafe.
That's sick.
And then there was the
yeah.
traps.
Okay,
That was
well.
the only good Bob
Yeah.
Team Epic out there.
That was
Sorry.
like comprehensive. It was
What
like
It was
about
relatable.
Elisai
I understood it.
Harama-
What about Elisai?
Erasai, Haramasukoi!
Haramasukoi.
Erasai, Haramasukoi! Let's talk
It will never catch on.
talk about how Greg forced me to do a dance for Erasai Haramasukoi for a 200 follower.
No, yeah. By the way, guys, if this video hits over 10 likes, which is really pitiful, out loud,
What?
then
Don't turn
Ariana
into
will
that.
do.
Hit
Ariana
that bell.
will hit that like button, and Ariana will
Smash
do.
that.
Smash that
That's
like
my
button.
dance. And then she'll do it.
comment section.
I mean, if you do,
Eastside
she'll do a very
Smash that like
special-
button in the next 10 seconds or Papuku fucking dies!
This only works if you like, comment, and subscribe. Pause the video and see where the wheel lands, and that's gonna happen to you.
Oh my god.
Try it now.
Oh my god.
Are you YouTubing? I can't believe the Mafia stooped this low.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot him. Okay, so I've been keeping up with the Idol subplot.
Oh shit.
That's
Of course
happening
you-
at the
that's
Girl
not a
drop, bro?
subplot,
Everything.
But sure, it's like a
Girl
running
drop?
gag, but let's go.
No, but I've been like trying to see if it's actually like if there's any continuity. So the episode 10 preview, apparently like Sosugo and Daichi got into a relationship, and literally the episode after, apparently now they're breaking up. And I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, are
Like, I was
did
kind
you
of
guys
looking forward to seeing how that would go.
did you guys know that the people who created like this anime are like thinking about making a separate series for that? Like they will actually
God.
air. Would you watch that?
That's
An actual
I would
aired
watch
anime.
that.
Like
Just
these.
for the meme, though.
I would watch that. You already know I would watch that.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
all right,
'cause Greg
Greg.
was so sure.
Because there's a trap. Oh,
So,
Craig.
what was your theory? What was your theory about that?
you thought
I
that they were
misread.
talking.
I misread.
Yep.
I misread.
I heard
Tragic.
that. Oh, she actually referred to herself as a boku, and that's traditionally used by young males.
No. So
Curious,
when
huh?
when the mom was like, "Don't bother Sosugu," I thought it said "brother," not "bother," and I
Don't
was like, "Oh my god."
Don't brother so soon.
You were just so.
No, but
eager.
I was like, "Is Sosugu like a guy? What?" And so I was like, shocked.
please.
"Oh my god." Well, okay. Well, now we're hitting time, so
Well, we had to
I
transition.
guess
it.
you can do your transition. What was the
David's
smooth transition?
production.
Please, please.
Whatever. Same studio that did JoJo part. Whatever. I
Alright.
lost it.
Ugh.
Hope you're happy with yourself.
Bloody stream. Give me the
Oh, we're gonna get copyright strike. Stop.
ravioli.
Oh, shit.
Ravioli. Give
Me
me
the
the
formioli.
greased.
Oh,
The greased
Gross.
greasioli.
formioli.
This is
Greasy
one of
like-
the stories I've read before. And I have to say, I was a little disappointed because I had to cut it
Oh my
short
God.
to fit the time restraints. Because I think it's
There was
even-
more.
Yeah,
I don't think
like,
I wanted to know more, but go ahead. Wait, tell us. Inform of us of what was gonna happen.
Yeah, tell us.
Well,
more.
like if I'm remembering right, I'm pretty sure the brother comes back and like kills the dad, and then the girl catches him doing it, and then he books it, and I think he does some more gross grease stuff.
Okay.
But then it like ends with the girl even greasier.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
I was
wow.
watching this episode when I was
God.
sipping a cool glass
Grease?
of grease. Yeah,
Vegetable
I was
oil?
sipping
Vegetable
some
oil?
milk, and I had to set down my glass for the rest of the night. I could not drink.
Yes.
That
No,
disgusted
because she
me.
was like Ariana was telling me, like, because she was like, yeah, I was gonna watch Ito Junji and like eat some food while I was doing it, like, because I wanted to watch something
I don't know
scary
what I
at
was
night, and I
expecting.
couldn't do it, and like. I procrastinated, so I watched Ito Junji today.
Before dinner.
And, yeah, before dinner. 'cause
While I was
completely
eating,
forgot
my
that she
family
said
was
that.
disgusted.
And
Hey,
literally,
mom, dad, can I pop
Goro-
my anime on the big screen tonight? I gotta go finish
God.
this. Sure,
Oh
Greg,
my
Let's
God.
watch
sure.
one of those
Goro-
shows Greg always
Goro-
watches.
I did not realize you could
Akechi!
pop that many pixels at once.
Akechi really fell from grace after
Akechi
he got fired from Persona 5.
After Joker got him. It was oh my god.
Really fell from grace.
The game is Persona
Top
5.
10 celebs. You wouldn't believe what happened.
Oh my god. He popped all of his pistols
Stop!
at once.
Oh my god.
It was
I...
God. It was like that was and like the
God.
pus. It was like it was like string. It was like
Yeah.
going
Oh my God,
so
stop.
slowly,
Holy
and I'm
shit.
like, oh my god.
Oh my God.
And then what
Ariana's
really
like gagging, like
and Yui,
Oh
like
my-
the girl, she's looking at it and she has her mouth open.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, close
Oh my
your
God.
freaking mouth, please.
keep my
Don't do
earbuds out.
this. I can't have this anymore. Like this wasn't even scary. It was just disgusting.
I want this video flagged. I want someone to flag this video for gore. It's
We're gonna
disgusting.
make this 18 and up.
Goro.
Restricted.
Oh my
Age
god.
This one
restricted.
section. It's disgusting.
like,
I couldn't even
okay,
watch it. Did
this-
you watch it? Like,
What if this
like
happened to you,
I
though?
saw
What
like
if this
clips
happened
of
to you?
it, like only like a snippet of that actual scene because I am not watching it on the full, like on full.
Oh, I watched all of it. I watched all of it.
Weak,
Oh my God.
weak baby, little baby.
I will watch
No,
gore,
like-
but I cannot watch this. That is disgusting.
Can't watch Goro.
No, like is
Putting
the
his pus in
implication
people's mouth.
that the mom got killed by the dad? Is that the implication?
Why?
Yeah.
Or
Because like the meat was good.
yeah, is that like the mom?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is that
Uh,
okay?
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Did he just
Gosh.
I don't know. Did he taste a person before they killed him, or did he kill and then taste them, or?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know. It's Junji Ito. You're not gonna get
Yeah.
answers.
Imagine
What are you
like,
expecting? Death March over here?
eating it.
Literally,
Something so
they,
more inclusive as Death March.
gosh, though
I
that
don't know what you're expecting.
I-
Nothing. Not everything can
Yeah,
be Death March.
not
okay?
not anything can not everything could be as deep as Death March. So I apologize to the people listening to this. I might have
Yeah.
I might
you
have
should- You should be.
stepped on a
Should
on a
feel
nerve
bad
or
about
two.
that.
I'm sorry. I gotta check my boundaries when it comes to lower anime.
Jeez.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think this is. I think the grossness is like.
Gross.
It's like the icing on the cake of being like, ew, like being creeped out. Like, okay, this is disgusting.
Body horror.
Disgust is a type of fear. Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you
that's-
know
that's
what
his
did
whole
creep me out?
bag.
You know
What
what
did
did creep me out?
What did creep you out?
Bridge. Is that
Bridge.
volume?
Not
is-
really.
What a
That
good
volume.
bridge to the next volume.
That volume was meant. That was just creepy.
Not
That was
really.
like,
more
it
sad.
wasn't-
I don't know.
I think it was a little sad.
I thought it was-
honestly.
I thought it was creepy.
It felt kind of empty watching that one. The ending felt
Well-
kind of empty.
I feel empty.
The ending felt kind of empty. I wanted to see something else happen.
What did
I
you
wanted
want
to.
to see?
Yeah,
I
like
wanted to
pus
see her get
falling out of a
cursed.
guy's face.
No, I wanted to see her get cursed after trying to save her grandma or whatever. It's her grandma, right? Or her
She
mom.
did. Well, no. The implication is that the grandma's like done, because Kana didn't
I
get
know.
a chance to
Well,
bury her.
obviously she's done. She's dead. But I wanted to see her like try to save her soul because obviously they're all being sent to limbo. She wanted to see her get to heaven because that was her final wish, and she fucked up. She didn't even make it to the.
Yeah, because Kana thought it was all a dream, which I don't.
I know, but she thought it was a dream until she actually like experienced the
was the- yeah,
ghost
fat
showing
man.
up and be like, oh hey, by the way, your grandma's dead, so like there she goes. And then she found out. She was like, "Oh God,
we
this
already put her down.
is actually
Sorry.
not a dream." Wow. And then so I don't know. I wanted to see her get cursed for like all eternity from those.
No, but like, oh my
God,
gosh,
I'm not gonna watch the pus scene though.
I watched that, but not
too
the
messed up
whatever.
for me.
Like
That
here
shit
you
was-
here you were like telling me that I need to stop being so particular about my endings, and here you are like, oh my god, she didn't get cursed for all eternity. Wow.
Hey, I'm not the one saying, like, I don't know what you guys are. You guys are expecting like
Gosh.
these mind-boggling, horrible thing. I think the implication is enough.
Yeah, no, I
Jesus,
definitely
guys.
agree
Don't
with you.
need
The
to see the
implication is
payoff.
enough.
Whatever.
No, because what's
Oh,
creepy, what's really creepy about it is when like what's the like 6 foot tall guy's name?
Just call him. Just call him the 6 foot tall
I,
guy.
I think I wrote this down somewhere. Sokichi? No, that was
Shokichi. Okay, Shokichi. So when he looks into Osode's eyes, the implication is that he's beckoning her to like follow him down the river to die. So when Osode looks in Kana's eyes, like is that the same? That's probably the same implication, right?
I mean, how dumb did the grandma have to be to like live there for the rest of her life after
Maybe she was
that?
cursed.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit of a. That was a little.
What do
bit
you
of a
mean?
neck.
She never said like, oh well, I can't leave. She's like, why didn't you move? It's like, well, it's too late now. And that was the dream. So it's like she didn't really have a reason not to move.
I honestly don't know. If those spirits from the bridge start talking to me, dude, I'm booking, dude. I'm out.
Yeah, right.
I don't know
I
why
mean,
she's
I
staying.
would be out of there the first.
Is it
guy.
because she wanted to be closer to her lover or something? I don't know.
She didn't
don't
seem
even
very
know.
happy there. She didn't seem very happy living there.
Gosh.
Yeah, I just like
she's like,
I love,
oh man, I wish somebody
no.
moves in with me. It's like, why don't you move in with
No,
them?
I love the fact where like she passed by like the spirits and she comes in and she's like, you see that? And she's like, oh yeah, those are just the spirits. Every night they talk to me saying I should join them or some shit. But it's whatever.
You want some tea?
Yeah, I haven't slept in like years, but it's okay.
Yeah, every night they're just screaming at me. They're yelling at me to join them, but it's all good.
My name.
You know,
definitely aren't
it's-
gonna be able to sleep.
It's all white noise to
You're
me
definitely
now.
not gonna get any sleep.
You'll get used to
You'll get
it.
used to it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ito Junji, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
What a guy.
no more of that.
There's been some backlash. There's been some backlash for Junji.
Yeah,
and I think we already talked about the flaws of Junji.
Wait, backlash
a
on
while ago.
Junji or the
Backlash
people
on what?
animating it?
Like, like we talked about this before. It's basically like the whole. It's better. It's not easy to animate the horror thing because you don't have the page turn factor. And if you faithfully adapt it like that, you're not going to be able to convey it enough. So even if you have scary stills, it's not going to come across well because you don't have that tension building.
I don't know. They could.
Which I
don't know. I think this was pretty good at building up tension.
I feel like it's more like dread than tension because tension implies like it's getting more and more, but the dread's like you already know what you're getting into, so you're just waiting for that one bad thing to happen. The tension's like I don't know what this bad thing's gonna be, and it could be really bad. But I think like Junji, you kind of know what the payoff's gonna be. You just are waiting for it to happen.
The feeling of like unsatisfaction when it comes to Junji Ito, the animation, I don't think it would be deriving from like how the story is like established. I feel like it's more of like how they portray it. I know it's hard when it comes to Junji Ito's like style and art and whatever, but I feel like they could have just done a little more. I don't know. I feel like it could have definitely been better.
Oh yeah,
definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Like there is someone out there like a different studios who would animate this in a completely different way, but it would still capture the same feeling of like tension and horror, and I feel like that would have been
like the Death March team.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. You know what? They should call up some people from Death March in the studios and just
That's the scariest stuff ever.
A1 made Death March, right?
No, they
no.
didn't.
Oh my god! If A1, oh my god! If A1 did Death March, I would have lost all respect to them.
They did.
No,
they did.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull that up.
Look it up. I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it. No,
I always thought it was A1.
It's Silverlink, and they made actually
it was Silverlink.
Yeah, they're connected to Shaft.
They made
actually.
Oh my god, to Shaft.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that is disgusting.
They're actually a subsidiary. Yeah, they're actually a subsidiary.
Okay, they've made some decent ones. They've made Non Biori and then Kokoro Connect, and then Watamote, I'd say.
And Death March.
And yeah, of course.
Death March. A pinnacle.
You know, they've made a lot of lowly and basically incest kind of anime. They have made a lot. Oh, and Isekai Shokudo, which is a food anime.
Oh, so they already had. Oh my god.
That food anime. You know the one where they cross different universes and then like
You just cracked the code.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You explained what
Dude, I exposed
that all makes sense.
I exposed them.
That's why they have food.
Oh my god.
That all makes sense.
There you go.
You figured
They just want. They're like, hey, we're doing another isekai. It's
Thank
like,
you.
oh, cool. The next season of the food one? No, it's a new one. But
I don't think we have enough
on the last one.
I don't think we have enough budget.
Well,
on that one.
you know, just you can have fun with this. Just do what you want. It's like, okay, I'm drawing food then. We'll see.
it's all food.
Fine, I'll
Easy.
make it a
I
food
feel like
anime.
the food anime and then
what
like the
is this?
isekai like team joined up together to make this secret like project of anime, just like only them. And then they presented it to like the headboard of the animation studios and be like, look at what we did. And they're like, you spent you spent this much money on this kind of anime. You're like, yeah.
This much? Where's the budget went?
Yeah.
Wait,
Obviously on the
so it's like
food.
you're laundering, right? You're laundering
the-
money. Like you're laundering the money, right? Like you're laundering it. Like where's the money? Like who's you laundering it to? It's like no, we spent it all on the food.
And the crack
trace,
and all
like,
the drugs they've used.
Oh,
when
and
they-
the crack. Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, that makes sense.
Well, you know what other anime has food in its name?
Shut up. You lost it. They can't all be home runs. And now we're in the ramen.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh my god, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I'll take the assist.
Holy
I'll
shit.
take
Bringing it
the
back.
assist.
Take the neck.
Bringing it back.
No, okay. I'd say that this was a
I
good
think we all
episode.
know the elephant in the room in this one. Greg.
What elephant?
Lynn secretary.
Lynn, are you
Oh
Banba's
my
BF?
God.
The
my
second I
God.
saw Lynn was dressed as the secretary, I'm like, oh, Greg.
His female voice. His
Hey,
female
hey,
voice.
And
Oh
Annie,
my
voice.
god. That's me when I
But
try to
Greg,
eat girl.
but Greg knew that he was a guy, and that just made it better.
Like, you already know that I'm calling Lynn a she. Of course. Oh my god, no. But,
Is Bonbo
On
like
the whole.
actually bi? Because his girlfriend definitely did not seem surprised at all that he might be dating a guy. She's like, "Oh, his boyfriend? What?"
I mean,
Like,
apparently
why is
he's
he
a
so
party
confident
animal.
about it?
Apparently he was
a party
pretty
animal.
wild, you know. He's kind
He was
of
pretty wild. Maybe he
Yeah.
hey, he's kind of calmed down a bit, but you know, he
Ship
was
it.
quite
I ship it.
quite the wild one. You know, I think
tell you,
I
dude,
call
this
it
is why you ship.
I think he's had the hots for the mustard and ketchup haired guy who pickpockets people. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
that one.
The,
Yeah,
the,
I
Ryu,
know.
the Ryoku
He's
street.
so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't even.
Who
Mustard
apparently
and
stole a
ketchup
bomb
haired
from
guy.
a
Yeah, he literally stole a plastic
and
explosive.
Okito's like, "Oh, by the way, that's a bomb."
By the way, that's
Oh.
a plastic bomb. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like how
No.
he magically stole it out of his zipped up backpack too. Oh well, I just need to touch the. It's my Nen ability. I can just touch the backpack and steal
Acquired skill.
I stand.
It's my devil
theft.
fruit.
Oh my god.
Acquired
Thief
title
fruit. I just
thief.
touch the guy.
Oh my god. Acquired title thief.
Acquired
Oh my God.
skill.
It's like Kazuma using the steel.
Yeah, it
ability.
just gets the paint.
No.
Oh man.
I mean, okay, look, on the whole, I'd say this
Whole.
episode was pretty good, though.
You mean
the whole.
in your hole?
Ooh,
Jesus Christ.
good one.
I wasn't even supposed to be a pun. Like, no,
Wait,
but-
Fei Lon's alive? What? I didn't see that one coming.
What? How did he live?
I
Yeah.
was surprised.
I
How
don't
did he
know.
escape
Didn't
that?
die.
I mean-
Okay, can you imagine?
He didn't die.
Okay, so obviously they would expect that like one of the two guys in the cage would die. They would have to carry out his.
Yes.
You would have to carry out his dead body, and would they freak out that he's still alive, or did they
what
take
I'm
him
sure,
down?
what I'm
or-
sure is
They'll
what happened
explain
is
it.
like, no, I'm sure what happened was like they thought he was dead, so they went to go take him out, and then he was alive, and they're like, "Wow, we're impressed you could fake your death. That's a good skill for an assassin. We're gonna train you some more,
oh,
so you
yeah.
can get a
Oh,
second
yeah.
chance
That's actually
or something like that."
That's
That's
actually
actually
a good
pretty
explanation.
plausible. Wait.
Kid, big bet, you're probably right.
I'm not gonna big bet this.
Oh my gosh. No, but I sort of liked it just because now I'm sensing that we're gonna get an actual plot.
No.
Like, granted, we had a sort of...
No, we're not. I can.
No.
No, I'm gonna big bet right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Why
going.
do you, why do you hate ramen?
I'm going
so much?
to.
Yeah,
I'm
why does,
going
like,
to.
this ramen so
I'm
bad?
going
You
to
just
predict
despise
the
this
next
anime.
2 episodes because we have 2 episodes left, right? I'm gonna predict
Okay,
it.
got it.
All right, so
Got it.
Ramen
Lynn
isn't that bad.
is-
Like it's not that bad.
Lynn leaves Banba, right? And then Lynn's gonna.
Lynn's not gonna leave Banba.
Lynn's leaving Banba.
He's gonna have.
Okay.
He's gonna have one of those almost leaving experience.
So,
and like,
so
and
he's,
then
leaving,
Banba
he's
gets
leaving
delivered
Banba.
on the
Well,
plane.
technically, he's left him already because
And
he's got the
just caught
suitcase.
her.
And
Caught.
Caught her!
Oh my god!
Every episode, guys. Every episode.
Hey guys, fun party game. Take a shot every time Greg calls Lynn a her.
A male character, a female one.
I'm so done with Lynn. I don't even understand why he's a crossdresser.
Okay, anyways, this is perk, dude. I mean, come on, would you make fun of a person if their perk was like being an assassin but also a fursuiter? Okay, that's actually a bad.
Get on to your
prediction.
Yeah, no, I think
That's
I
a bad
would.
one.
I think I would make fun of that.
Get on to your prediction.
Okay, so my prediction is, so Lynn's leaving Bomba, right? Bomba finds out and he's like, oh shit, he actually left. So Lynn finds out
I love him.
that
I had to go stop him, and he goes to the airport.
Wait,
and it's like friends.
no, he comes into the room.
And you can't go on the plane.
He comes in the room, he's about to like propose to Lynn. He's got a ring behind him. He's like, Lynn.
Oh my god, that would be the
Tadaimas.
best season finale ever. That would be the best season finale in the world.
Okay, wait, so
I'd lose it.
okay, so Lynn finds out that his ex-partner is about to try to find and kill him, right? So he's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna end him, and then I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna leave this town. And so he's gonna get into like a big fight with this guy, and then he's gonna get stuck, and he's gonna need like help. And then Banba, for some reason, shows up as the samurai, and he's like, how did you find me? And he's like, oh, I had the spider on your back all along, blah blah blah, or something like that.
Yeah, that's totally gonna happen for sure. I mean, that will happen.
And then they kill him.
That is going to happen.
And then that's it. That's the end of the anime.
Because it's going to be like, when Enokita stopped him, he actually touched his shoulder for a second, and that was enough to implant the spider on him, which he tracked.
Oh my god.
From the very beginning of this episode. And then Lynn marries Banba at the end. Lynn's like, I love you, Banba.
No, there's going to be some big standoff where he's like, you don't need friends to be strong, they just hold you back. And then Banba's going to be like, you do need friends.
Yeah, exactly. Lynn's
and
like,
then, and then he makes out with Lynn. And that's the end of the season. That's my big bet.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Can someone working in MAL, can someone please categorize this anime as yaoi? Because this is hardcore yaoi.
This
is edging yaoi. Like,
ew. Don't say that.
Oh my god. At the very least, though, I'm just happy that they're bringing back like characters that like it took them 5 episodes, but at least they're bringing back characters that they had.
Can they at least be relevant? Like that one, like Banba's ex-girlfriend. Like, why did she show up?
So she could give backstory on Banba, so it's more impactful when he and Lin get together. Duh.
I don't.
It's like Matsuri in Citrus.
Okay, well, at least Matsuri had something in the plot. She had something in the plot.
She's a sentence enhancer.
You want to know what Matsuri did for the plot? You want what Matsuri did for the plot?
Oh, she did plenty for the plot.
Mm-hmm. If we take out her episode and we compare how Mei and Yuzu were before Matsuri came and how Mei and Yuzu
there would have been no
after
change. I know.
There's
no change.
Matsuri did nothing.
Okay.
Matsuri did absolutely nothing.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Now
Lin thinks Banba's hotter. Lin thinks Banba's hotter now. I knew he was. He was a party animal.
When Banba's ex showed up and said,
"You just called Lin a she."
Wait, what? Me?
I didn't call him.
You just called Lin a she.
Me?
No, Kaden.
I didn't.
Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape.
I said he.
Rewind the tape.
We're gonna find out.
The tape. Rewind the tape.
I didn't say I'll big bet you right now. I didn't say that.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
I didn't say
That's
it. Okay, big bet.
That's embarrassing.
What you betting, Greg? What you betting?
What you betting?
Hey, it's your first time convicting this kind of felony, so we're gonna let you slide this time.
It's okay. We're gonna let you slide.
But expect us to not be this soft on you when you come in it the next time. So watch yourself.
I can't wait till you get to the playback and Greg's gonna edit it so it makes it sound like I said it when he realizes I didn't. So he's gonna take like the end of it and add the S.
Greg's
to
too
a
lazy.
he.
Greg's
It's
too
just
lazy to find a clip of Caden saying. Caden saying
no.
she.
I'm way too lazy.
So he like records himself saying she.
She. I can see that
Oh my
happen.
god.
Greg, can you please
done.
do that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah,
cut this
Caden,
part out and do it.
Say she. Say she.
Well, you're gonna take the clip. I'm not gonna give you you have to record it yourself. If I didn't say she, which I'm pretty confident I did.
I didn't say she.
just said it.
I can't even imitate your voice.
He
so
just
there's
said
no
it.
hope. But
He
yeah, you just said she.
You just clip.
We
that.
got him. We
got him, boys.
2 times.
Red-handed.
We got him, boys.
It's gonna be like yeah. So I mean like if she and like it's gonna be cut out like it's a cadence. It's like hey, it's like there's comments like wait like I don't normally comment on these, but what was with that audio thing? It's like oh don't worry about it. Kenny just said that she thing, right? Are we right? Like that's weird.
Oh
don't worry about it. It was
well,
just
we're done.
It was just a little.
We're
audio
done. We're wrapping up.
It was just a little audio problem.
We're moving on. We're moving on to lists.
We had to re-record that one word.
Oh my god. Okay, we're done.
It was really bothering Greg. He was feeling insecure. He was tired of you guys bullying him last episode, so he wants to share the
He makes
pain.
both of us say she, and then he says he instead, and he cuts
my
up
God.
the whole part where we wrote. So it's just like, wow, look who got eggs on their faces, huh?
Oh my god. I'm done.
That's funny. Okay, I guess we give lists now. I think mine's the same. It's Violet, Junji, Pop Team, Ramens, Citrus, Death March. Same deal. Same thing.
Sam.
Same?
I'd say Sam.
Same?
I mean.
So
Same.
what you're saying is that you aren't stupid anymore, and you're actually going to concede that Ramens is better than Citrus.
That Ramens is not as bad as you.
First of all, Ramens has redeemed himself this episode because of that secretary scene. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now you're on the bandwagon too,
dude. And also, Citrus.
Hey, dude,
elaborate on that.
And
Please
Citrus.
If the trap is hot enough, it's fine.
Citrus was good, but it could have been better if beginning scene was not cucked by.
Amazing.
The beginning scene would have been better if Yuzu wasn't cucked by her own single-celled heterosexuality, like her single strand of heterosexuality.
Yuzu is a little homophobic, isn't she?
She's definitely a little bit of homophobic.
Which is like complete irony. Like I mean, that's just messed up.
It's complete. I mean, like at the beginning of the anime, she was like, "Oh, I never date a girl. That's kind of gay."
So, whoa, are you doing the dub voice for Yuzu?
Yeah. What can I say? I'm.
Yeah, for our 300 subscriber special, we'll do a fan dub of Citrus.
Okay, for that small clip of me having a high pitched voice, that does not automatically make me a voice actor. Okay, you know what? If anyone
Ariana's gonna be
Death March
Ariana's gonna be Yuzu, Caden's gonna be May, and I'm gonna be Matsuri.
We're gonna have a fan dub of Citrus.
No, can we have an abridged? Can we have a Citrus?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Please let me. Okay, I'm Matsuri. I'm Matsuri.
How come you become Matsuri? All right.
I'll never date a girl. That's gay.
I'll be Yuzu. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like dating
Yeah,
girl.
Caden's May and Ariana's Yuzu. Easy.
Okay, anyone working with Funimation, if you've heard that single clip of me in my best Yuzu impression, hit me up. I'll drop my Gmail
here's my
down
May.
below.
Here's my May. I have to run the school board. My grandfather left me in charge of the entire entire board of directors for it. So
Wait,
we're gonna have to
here's my
file
May.
some paperwork
Wait,
before,
here's my May. Let's have sex, Izu.
Hey,
here's my
Yuzu.
Matsuri. Here's
she
my
has,
Matsuri.
She has to be. She has to be monotone.
Yeah, here's my
Let's
Matsuri.
have sex,
Let's have
Yuzu.
sex, Yuzu. That was my Matsuri. That was my
Wait, no.
Matsuri.
Matsuri's gonna be like,
Let's have sex, Yuzu.
It has to be high. It has to be high pitched.
he's like, you have to say, he's like, let's do it. Hey, Izu, let's have sex, Nia.
Oh my god! What is this? I've never heard Ariana pull out the lolly voice before. Nyan.
Nyan.
That's going in the
Yeah.
highlight.
No!
Oh my god.
Shit,
I'm going in the highlight reel.
Nyan.
Hold on. Ferris. Oh my god. Hashtag
Can you please put the
Steins
she?
Gate 0.
Wait, you can't put that in the highlight unless you put your she in the highlight as well, Greg.
Ariana.
No!
He has a whole
doing
episode.
a
No!
lolly impression. This
Yeah, man,
episode.
No!
Greg, no, please,
For a highlight.
you're ruining me, Greg. You're gonna ruin my career.
Nani?
It's over. It's over.
Funimation.
You're done.
Funimation tries to hire me, and you're like,
Anyway.
did you?
My list was the
We saw
same as
you have a
Caden's
really
and
successful
Ariana's,
account.
and with that, I think we can wrap up this episode of Sugoi Kakkoii. So anyway,
I think
we should just cut off that
uh,
whole entire thing.
No, I think we should.
No, I think we should leave it in. I think we should leave it in.
We
I
do
think
the
we should
sign
leave
off,
it
and
in.
it's gonna not sound as good.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1.
Fall in love again with us
again
next week.
Next week.
Again.
Okay.
Incredible.